Right, KWA Masada gas blowback. I'm running it today on LM4 mags. Hopefully it functions. I did go to put the tracer on, but the tracer's dead, so we'll be using a torch instead. No drama. Let's get our spares out the way.
This is the Gauntlet. Red lights blink, hit 'em or miss, no A-zone love on a run like this. Split times telling every move gets scanned. When the shot clock stops, we see where you stand. The Gauntlet.
KWA Masada. Ignore the peripherals. All I've done is fix the hot rubber. This gun is shooting hot, so it's going to have an advantage of the rounds getting to the target quicker. But we ain't got a downgrade valve for it yet, so let's just get straight into it and see how we do. There we go. Feels quite nice actually. Shooting a bit high, but it is quite a long gun with a long barrel. Now we could fold the stock. I'm going to change here like we usually do. Very nice. Almost missed that one. I'm going to back. Didn't do too bad, did it really? Let's see what this thing shoots like. A bit of overhot we need to counter for. But I feel, well, that was a good time. Yes, we are a target down, so you have to factor that in, but it's just one of them things. 55 seconds. Whew. Right. Let's do another fast one, and then we'll walk through it nice and slow. 55. Oh, what have I done? There we go. See if we can speed it up a bit. I'm a bit low. Move anyway. Missing a bit, but trying to get a good time. Oh, ouch, shite. Let's back up. Oh, that has got to be faster than a 55. Hopefully this audio is a bit better for you. I've got the mic on the left hand side of my chest. So it could go against us. I could film all these episodes today, get home and all the audio's garbled, but 47. I think even with that last target, we'd have been like maybe a 51 or a 52. Right. Let's do a nice slow run. Right, the KWA Masada. Bit of a heavy pig with the mags in. These mags, they weigh roughly about half a kilo. The polymer ones weigh about 3/4 of a kilo, which is daft. But nice and easy. It's taking me back to my roots of having the electric PTS Masada. I'd say this was heavier than the electric one. Now we could fold the stock on this and have it more manoeuvrable, which we can hold it much closer to the chest. But therein lies the problem. I normally pop the mag release with my trigger finger. I can't do that with the stock folded. Right, let's go through these mags. You can tell how fast the BBs are getting to the target that this gun's running a bit warm. You won't want to get shot with it in CQB, let's put it that way. I think the highest readings I had on the chrono was 2.2 joules. So it could potentially maybe run a better time because the rounds are getting there faster. I would argue the fact that it's not quite as accurate as some of the other guns we've used. But this is out the box now. I've ordered a TNT hopper barrel set and we need to get a downgrade valve. But yeah, it's nice. I would like to cut 2 inches off the barrel just to get it more like a sort of 9-10 inch rifle. Or we just leave it like this and stop making everything short. Now I'm going through all the half empty mags here. But yeah, it's quite manoeuvrable. I am starting to feel it on the arms carrying it. It's definitely a heavy gun. It shouldn't be, with it being all polymer, but are we out? I think we're out. Let's try a burst. The full auto is really, really nice. It's punchy. It's quite a high cycle rate, but it's like kind of reminds me of the MP9. But let's go out into the open and give it a blast. See what the hop's like under full auto. So let's see. Hop is really good under full auto actually. That is quite remarkable. But apart from that, it's actually turned out to be a pretty solid little nugget. Now, I know, I shouldn't really say it, there's a shop in Scotland that are getting these in, but like the KSC branded ones. I think they're about £500 on the pre-order for July. I, on the other hand, as soon as I found out that it took LM4 mags, I bought the LM4 and then I ordered this from 6mm in Hong Kong, which I think it was about $240, which honestly, for what that gun's doing and the quality of it, $240, £240, whatever it was, is an absolute steal and a nice little one to add into the collection. There's a couple more KWAs that I want to get to add. I want to get another KWA Vector. I had one years ago. The Crytek one doesn't interest me at all. It's anemic. It's not very fun to use. Doesn't have a proper vector system like the KWA did. And I also want to get the KWA Tavor. But we'll source them as and when we can. Actually, one of the guys at HC2 today said there might be a lead on me getting a Vector for quite a good price. So yeah, on to the next one. We've got a lot of guns to get through today.
The KWA Masada now is a bit of a relic. It's not a new product at all. getting harder to find. Like I say, there's a shop up in Scotland, I'm sure you know who they are, that are getting the KSC ones in. That might be a better option, as it being a little bit more field legal. We did have a bit of a rocky start with it out the box having a torn hot rubber. I think that's what caused the initial jam in my first video that I did on the GBBR Masada. I did get a spare. Since the spare's gone in, they are very, very soft hot rubbers, so I can understand why they don't last long. Now, I have ordered a TNT hop and barrel set, which comes with barrel, hot rubber, hop unit itself. That has since turned up, and I've had it in my hands, and the hot rubber in that set is a lot firmer, so I'm hoping that means that the hot rubber is going to last a little bit longer compared to the the out the box or the standard hot rubbers that the LM4s and the Masadas have. The performance was actually quite remarkable. I did have, like I say, get off to a rocky start, and it, sometimes it can put a bad taste in your mouth having a gun like this and having problems straight out the box. But having ran it on this day, the only thing that I didn't like about it was how heavy it is, and it is a bit of a chunk when it comes to weight. I did say in the video it's surprising with a gun that's mostly polymer, apart from the internals obviously being made out of various metals. It is quite a surprise, and just picking it up for 5-10 minutes you don't really feel it, but running it through the Gauntlet 2 or 3 times you do start to feel it in the shoulders with the weight compared to other replicas. But for those that want something a little bit more realistic, you might like that. The performance wasn't bad at all. I do, before I take it to a game day, have to get the power under control. It doesn't really matter in this sort of scenario because I'm only shooting targets, but it does need to be well under that power that it came out the box. This is bought from Asia, so even for an Asian market, I don't understand why the gun is so overpowered. My LM4 out the box was at a dual, so this should be able to be put at the same power. It brings back vibes of Call of Duty and Battlefield back in the day, and running the PTS Masada. I had the electric one where you could get the different lowers. So I had the 5.56 lower and the 7.62 lower. It was a very nimble platform. I think the gas one is substantially heavier, but I'm going off memory here, so it shot very well. The semi-auto is very, very good even in tight environments like this. Can't really say for the range at longer distances, but in an environment like this is absolutely fine. We're only running 2.5s. This could very easily handle 0.3s and above if you wanted to. The full auto was actually surprising as well. It's very crisp, and it's got quite a high cycle rate on it. But the thing that was most surprising to me was under full auto, there's just, with gas blowbacks, when you do full auto, you can experience drop off. And what I mean is, as the consecutive rounds come out the barrel, you'll see your hop start to diminish. It happens on some guns more than others, but on the Masada, when I dumped it full auto, none of that was experienced. Every round came out the barrel the exact same trajectory, so very pleased with picking this up. Glad I did. I've wanted one for a while. Hope you like it. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think of this Masada down in the comments below. Join the Jaeger Precision Discord, the link will be in the description. And as always, from me and the guys at HC2, we'll see you in the next one.